So with my folded up paper, I'm using a cookie cutter. You know, you could draw it by hand, you could use a cookie cutter, you could do whatever you like, really. But I am going to be a bit lazy. No, Evan, don't do that because people can hear you. Right, so I've drawn my star. Right, at this point, choose somewhere to hold that you're not going to change your mind about. So hold there, for example, and get a firm grip, and then start cutting. Don't worry if a little bit of the pink of the pen is still on there, because by the time you're done, you're going to have quite a few. So if you end up having to forego that particular one, oh well. Bye. Right, we're getting there. Right, ta-da! We now have a multitude of blue stars. Some are starrier than others, but that's okay. Right, so we're going to take all of this. Now you can chuck it out, or you can save it for other things. I'm going to put it aside and use it for other things. Okay, so let's use our stars. Let's apply our utter stylishness. Hey, so this one that I prepared earlier is just covered on one side with yellow. I'm going to cover the other side also, to get that really rich, beautiful, saturated colour. So when the sun shines through it, I don't know if you can really see from here, but when the sun shines through it, it's going to be so rich and delicious. So yeah, so always make sure that you cover both sides. But just for now, just for the purposes of showing you this, I've just done the one side. Right, so he is ready to go. So what I've done, remember I showed you the folding technique. So you fold, cut, fold, cut, fold, cut. And then once you're down to the size that you want, in the last example we used squares. Here they are. What we're going to do with this one is I used this as a template, and I made some stars. As you can see, they are a bit wonky. They look a bit like Patrick the Starfish, but that's okay. So we're going to use them. So I used this as a template, and I just drew around it and cut out. So once you've done all your folding, if you just, like here for example, if you just, once you've got it folded, hold on to it super tight and do your cutting very slowly, very carefully, and you'll get a reasonably tidy shape. And when I say reasonably tidy, this is what I mean. It really doesn't need to be tidier than this. It's up to you really, but you know, I don't want you to give yourself a hard time. Okay, so let's do this thing. So what I'm going to do, I need to mix up some more glue. I'm going to start at the bottom and put a little bit of glue on, Then I'm going to put a star on here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pat it down. No brush strokes, can you see? I'm just patting. Because you don't, in this case, it really matters that you retain the shape. So pat, 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 pat. And then move on from him.
Can I have something to eat? Am I allowed?
Really, Abs? Really? You couldn't have waited 5 minutes? Ugh. Of course you can have something to eat. What kind of question is that? She just wants to be involved. Ooh. Right. Right. I find it is more stylish if you put a few hanging off the edge. Right, it doesn't look very good now, but by the time I'm done it will. You watch. Oops. Yeah, avoid stiff breezes. Right, we're gonna pat him down, pat, pat, pat. Right, I messed that one up, so I'm gonna use one of these and I'm gonna mend it. There we go. Nobody will ever need to know. Okay. And we're just going to keep on keeping on until the break of dawn. Right, with this one it pays to slow right down. Like slow all the way down. Take your time, it's worth it. You'll get really good results if you slow down. Right, remember to go off the edges with a few. It just looks a little bit more realistic, I suppose. It looks like a proper pattern. It's like with any pattern, they don't really contain themselves to the middle of your design, you know. So, and don't be afraid to like even use the tiniest little bit. Once you've finished, if you see that there are gaps, you can just rip some off and do something like that, you know. But we're not going to do that now because we're going to wait till we're finished, because then we'll have a clearer idea of what we actually need and where the gaps really are. getting there, isn't it? So you can see where we're going with this. It's getting there, isn't it? So you can see where we're going with this. Right, now I left a little gap which wasn't so smart really, but maybe. Right, this one, look, I think we can use this one right here. Yeah, that's what we can do.
Peanut butter sandwich.
What do you think?
Looks really good.
The verdict is in, it looks really good. Alright, now because I left that gap, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a circle. Or maybe, no, actually, maybe I'm not. I think I'm going to cut a triangle. Stars are composed of triangles after all. Put that there. Right, now we know that that's. Whew. You know what it almost looks like? A sort of Moroccan tile patterns that are really amazingly beautiful and that I am always jealous of when I see. There's some amazing examples of it on the Goulburn Road. So it looks a little bit like that, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. And as you can see, combining the blue with the yellow made a sort of mint green. So that's quite fabulous. Right, I'm going to finish this really quickly so you can speed it up. You can do the Benny Hill music. Okay, I messed that one up, so what I'm going to do is quite simply take it off. With a pattern like this, unfortunately, precision matters. So, but it's not the end of the world. We're just going to take that off and start again. There we are. Cut it down. Never forget to put the glue on top as well, because that's what cements it and makes it a little bit waterproof. Well, not completely, but better than it was. Pat, pat, pat. How's that look? Yep, I'm liking that. Do one more over here. Right, just so that that triangle isn't the only triangle, which makes him look like a mistake. Here's a trick. When you make a mistake and you patch it up, do that same thing again. Then it looks like you did it on purpose. Ta-da! And nobody will ever need to know. Oh, that is really annoying. Okay. Not ideal, but it'll do. Did you see what I just did there? There was a hole. Well, there was. I put a hole in one of them. So I mended it with just a little piece of tissue, put that in there, glued it down. Now nobody can tell. Well, nobody except me. Right, I think we just need one more here and then we're actually finished. So let's put him up here so that he matches his brethren on the other side. Ta-da! Right, that's him finished. So, I think we've got enough to be getting on with, don't we? So have lots of fun. If you come up with any amazing techniques, I would really, really, really love to hear about it. So if you want to send a video of yourself making it or take a picture of your technique or anything like that, just let me know on the website, or Sophie, you can sort that out. All right. It's been great. Mwah, have fun. Enjoy.